So, first thing on the agenda, gentlemen, is the minutes. Do you have any questions? They were sent to us. Is there any questions on minutes of last meeting?
I looked, did you see anything, Rex?
I did not see anything that, no. Okay. I didn't see anything.
I didn't
It looked
either.
okay to me.
I make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion's been made, second, that we go ahead and approve the minutes of the last meeting. Go Sam. Okay, Tony?
Next, we have the payroll AP claims. Once again, as a reminder, this is something that the State Board of Accounts during their audit said that we needed to start having the commissioners might make a motion and get it into the minutes. And it has to do with,
Payroll taxes.
yeah.
That's-
Oh, and that is $426,391.79. It's not the actual payroll claim, it's the AP claim, so.
What is AP?
It is like insurance and things of that nature that,
We're paying our payroll
county.
taxes plus insurance and birth, right?
This is payroll taxes?
it's not even anything that important.
Oh, really?
It's just something the State Board of Accounts said we had to start doing. We had never done it before,
So
so it's
we
just,
need a motion to go ahead and enter it into the
yeah,
minutes.
they wanted it put in the minutes to have records of it.
We need to sign anything on that?
Yep.
So
So y'all
moved.
three need to sign.
Okay, motion's been made, second, we go ahead and enter the payroll taxes, birth, and benefits. Motion carries.
I guess I could have just said state and stopped at that. Okay. Find the next one I have here. Okay, next we have a claim for Findley Davies for $7,000. Mark might be able to better explain this, but it has to do with actuarial projections and so forth.
Is it seven even?
Design, design modeling and
That's
this
for
type
the-
of thing. We get it every year. I think last year it was 5,000. But this year it's 7,000 because there were some other
I
things
think
that they did.
what they did was more research with
Yeah.
Parkview, adding Parkview.
Yeah, adding Parkview and
Which increased the dollar amount.
as well as looking into a high deductible plan and so forth. So that's what that is. I don't know if you need further explanation from Mark or
It's the
Shannon.
actuarial report on the operation of your health benefit plan.
Plus the Zoom meeting that we were in with them.
And then that's necessary to determine what your projected costs are for the next year for 2022. And so that is used to determine whether or not you need to increase your contributions to the plan or whether you could hold those contributions. And this year, they said based upon your reserves, you could hold your contribution level.
Okay, any questions on that? Steve, anything? Okay, with it, we need a motion then.
Motion to approve. Second.
Yeah, okay, motion made, second to go ahead and approve the Finley Davis claim of $7,000.
Okay, and then we have the wheel tax for September. And the county's portion of wheel tax is $59,600.26. I put that in front of you all before the meeting started, and I think typically we just put that into the minutes and so forth by voting on it.
Okay, any questions, gentlemen, on this? Okay, we need a motion to put it in the minutes then.
That's 59,626, right?
$59,600.26. Give a second on that, I didn't hear.
Yes.
Okay, motion's been made and second that we go ahead and approve the surtax, wheel tax detail for the month of September into the minutes.
Okay. And next we have the quarterly health insurance. This is amount that, well, we try to do it quarterly and typically we get to it, but correct me if I'm wrong, Shannon or Mark, but this is the amount that will come from the commissioners to go into the health insurance for the $2 million that's in the kitty for the health insurance. And that amount this time is $833,331.31. $833,333.31, am I correct in how I said that?
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much done quarterly.
$833,333.31.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, need a motion on that, gentlemen.
Second.
Motion's been made,
So you can
second, go ahead
look at
and
it.
transfer that money over.
Yep,
That's a fund transfer, is that what that is?
it's transfer into health insurance.
Right.
And Ed is here to do the treasurer's report, so I will let him do that in a little bit. I also put in front of you all the current, as of 10/28, what the amount in checking and reserve was for health insurance, and the checking was $170,586.64, with the reserve $2,558,103.89, for a total of $2,728,690.53. And that was as of 10/28.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if the papers wanted that or not, I have it here if you guys need to write it down. And the last thing I have on here is the weekly allied insurance claims. And I'm looking to see, I think it's all medical. $7,259.14. $72.59.14, and again, that's allied insurance weekly claims. Okay, thought I lost it.
Wonder if they can all look like that. Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Motion's been made, second, to go ahead and approve the allied claims at $7,259.14.
That is all I have on my list, since Ed's here to go over the treasurer's report.
You want to do that now, Ed? Yeah, go ahead, come, because you got tax sale probably information you want to give
We're
us too.
kind of getting busy upstairs. You know all about that. A couple things. Gentlemen, good morning. We had our SRI tax sale last Thursday. We had 18 parcels offered. We sold 9 of them. I want to thank Steve Kuhn and Stan Stoppenhagen, both of you, for being there. I appreciate it. It looked good that the commissioners showed interest in all that, so I appreciate that. With those 9 parcels that are not sold, there's another step we can do. I've not done this, but you guys can have called a commissioner's sale. They also call it a certificate sale, where we have another system, usually in the spring, after snow and everything, where we can offer those again as a commissioner's sale and get what we get for them. Basically, wipe the taxes clean and get them back on the tax rolls. Because right now, there's a few of these parcels that'll never sell at a tax sale. They just owe more on taxes than the properties are worth. So at this point, we would write off those taxes that are due and get what we can and move on down the road. I would highly suggest that, but that's your decision. Don't need to make that decision today. Spring installment, fall installment, we have $6,611,000 and change in. That's 41% as of this morning, so that's real good. I'm looking to get another $9.4 million here in 10 days, so we're gonna be pretty busy. Okay, on the Adams County Bank Reconciliation Report that you all have, I want to show you, first of all, at our Bank of Bern, our main operating account, all those interest rates are now in effect that we did with the bank RFP. So everything's up to the higher interest rates now. I have about just shy of 21 million in the First Bank of Bern. I have 10 million in Farmers and Merchants, 4 million First Merchants, and a lesser amounts in Flagstar and Fifth Third. I'm balanced out about where I want to be as far as keeping everything strong, as far as diverse, but as far as the amount that they're paying in interest. Of course, we want to have more money in those accounts than the ones that are lesser. So with that, that gives us a balance of, in the bottom of the first column, 37,800,000. We will have about 9.4 million coming in yet for the fall collections. When we do the reconciliation, there'll be $10 million approximately dispersed throughout the different funds. So we're going to end up, I'm going to conservatively say, with $35 million in our different checking accounts, savings accounts. If you look at line 4, clear on top, it says FBB Health Insurance Reserve, and come down to the bottom, it says 2,558,103 and change that Tony just said about. That health reserve right now today will fully fund next year, given the rates that we have. And that's not including the 883,000 that Tony just moved in there, and that'll be a quarterly payment. So Adams County is fully funded with their health insurance for next year already. That's good. That's wonderful. I don't know if any other county has that, but I know every county in Indiana would love to be in that spot. So that's about all I have, other than to answer any questions you folks may have. We are fiscally strong at this point.
And we want to emphasize that point.
I want to emphasize that because I'm proud of that. The way you guys do everything, and the taxpayers that are paying their taxes as they should, and all the wheels are working. So,
Sounds good.
all right, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back
Thanks,
upstairs.
Any questions? Need to enter the report in the minutes, and I'll need a motion on that.
So moved. Second.
Motion's made and seconded, go ahead and enter the treasurer's report into the minutes. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Tony, you said you're done?
I am done. I'll leave it up to Paul there.
Okay, Paul, you're on.
This morning we got
The
Dan
Paul from the highway department, not the surveyor's office.
Yeah. Dan's here from Beam Longest and F with the bridge inspection order for the next round. I'll let him go first.
Okay,
Hello, gentlemen.
Morning.
It's taken a long time, but NDOT doesn't move fast. But we do have the approved bridge consulting contracts for bridge inspection for 2022 through 2025. For the total amount was $325,217.14. Where we go from here is NDOT has approved these contracts. I need your guys' signatures on them today. They will be resubmitted back to NDOT. NDOT will then issue a NDOT LPA contract. This is a federal funded program. So they will come up with a NDOT LPA contract, which is agreement between you and NDOT to where they reimburse 80%. So the costs are paid by the county, and then there's claims are submitted monthly to NDOT for reimbursement.
okay.
So I just need an approval to sign these, or for you guys to sign these contracts. And
Okay, gentlemen, any questions on that?
Is that something I assume we've done this on a 3-year basis. Is that something that you need to look at, or
I don't think so.
4-year, it's 4-year contract.
4-year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you looked at part of that already, haven't you, Mark? Yeah, we just need to go ahead and have a motion that we can go ahead and sign the contract.
Okay. Second.
Motion's made and second to go ahead and approve the signing of the contracts for the bridge inspection.
I've got 2 of them, so I'll keep one, and then I'll give Brad one. I don't know if Tony wants a copy.
I do.
So I'll have to make a copy. And I need you to sign it in blue.
Oh, in blue, huh? Oh, you gotta be particular about
Yes,
this.
they're probably pretty stickler.
That's funny. Usually they want black, but
NDOT's different.
I didn't write it down.
That's the first one.
I
I'll
just
give
need
you
the
the pen
numbers
just a
stuff on
second
there
here.
for me.
Wasn't signed a
In
second.
blue.
Oh, I didn't date it. Sorry about that. I didn't date it. Today's date, okay?
Second.
There you go, Stan. I didn't date that one. You might date it for me.
Yeah.
I'll need a copy. We usually like to keep that stuff in our records. That way, if anybody ever asks for it, we have it scanned and
I can let you make a copy, or I can make a copy and bring it to you, however you want to do it.
Go and scanned it and mail it and sent to you. Where you running now?
I mean, unless, if Dan wanted to run up and have the office
I can
print that, I can scan it later.
Okay,
If that works for Dan.
that's fine.
Lynn or Bree or Christie, one of them can do that for you, or for me, for us.
I need you to assign this to Tony, because it's got a spot for a test.
Okay. So I'll have to get a blue pen.
We got a blue one
Hey,
here.
sir, how much is that contract amount, sir? Do you know what that is? You know?
Yeah, 320, let me see here. 325,217, $217.14. And that's, like I said, that's the total, that's over 4 years, so.
Where am I signing, right there?
Sign it, date it here, and then put your,
Okay. This doesn't mean they come after my restaurant or anything.
and then just put
Mark, did you see that, where there
auditor at it.
ARP money that they're trying?
You are
to
bonded, aren't you?
loosen Up a little bit?
Okay.
Yep. I am bonded.
So that'll probably get you out of
I
jail.
think I'm bonded for 30,000 or something.
Tony, I'll come and bail you out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I know you would. I'm worried about some of these guys. They might let me stay.
He'd probably bail you out and then buy you a fish dinner.
Yeah,
Yes, it said in the House bill that
I've missed those.
allow counties to allocate.
Not
up
because
to
I didn't
10
get
million
invited.
For the provision of government services. Then they say,
There we go.
and 10
Okay,
million.
You say you want me to.
or
Yeah, if I could
30%
get,
for
before that goes up there,
infrastructure-related
could
activities.
make
Now,
just
does
one
that
copy
mean-
of all of that,
Okay.
and then I'll scan it
Water,
and keep it in my record.
Right,
in
but
case
that
we
would
ever
be,
need it.
Thank you,
it says
gentlemen.
up to, was that 30% would be bonded? I mean, 10 million is way over what we.
Well, it's way over what you have.
Yeah.
Having a record, everything scanned, all this research I do and go back and look at the stuff I don't find.
Thank you.
I wanna
Okay.
get so in the future they'll be able to look and
On
find
to our
it.
stuff.
If you know what I mean.
Okay,
I got 3 separate permits this morning to get approval on. 2 from Indiana Michigan Power and 1 from Craigville Telephone. I've inspected all 3 areas. I assume we'll do them separate. But all it needs is a signature to make them good. Everything seems fine as far as that goes, where they're putting it. So
okay, so your recommendation is go ahead and approve those
Yep.
permits and
the first one is for 200 west between 50 and 100 south. They're replacing a transformer and a pole. Nothing special. They're putting it right back where the old one is. And
okay.
That's I&M, right?
yeah,
Okay, gentlemen,
Motion to approve.
Second.
motion be made, second to go ahead and approve the permit to I&M.
Paul, you know the drill on that. I'd like a copy of those as well.
Thank you. Got you.
second one is also from I&M. It is on 000 between 1050 and 11 south. They're removing a pole and a transformer from a side ditch. They're discontinuing it. So there's absolutely no problem there.
Okay. All right.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and second to go ahead and approve the permit to I&M for that removal.
And the last one is from Craigville Telephone. They're burying fiber optic cable. Most of it will be trenched in, Some of it will be bored under the roads and such, so there'll be no road cuts or anything. It'll be on 300 north from 400 west to 100 west. And last year they did, well, the first part of the year they did up to 400 west, so this is just a continuum of what they've already done.
So Craigville Telephone runs fiber optic? Huh.
Okay, need a motion, gentlemen.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go ahead and approve the permit for Craigville.
Wonder how far east they come.
Probably not as far as you'd like to see, maybe.
Probably not.
The only other thing we got going is the guys are working on snow plows, getting ready for winter, starting to get stuff transferred over and fixed up for that. 1200 South, they're still working on driving their sheet piling. They're having a little bit of trouble, but it's going a little slower than expected. Brooks has got 100 into town here paved, which we're waiting on striping for that, and Winchester Road is supposed to be done this month. Brooks also has that 1 mile of 750 from 6 west to the county line paved. They're hoping to get 400 west from 116 to 950 paved this week. So,
Are you doing more chip and seal? Somebody commented on 400 west, is that? Or are you doing any more chip and seal?
no, not anymore this year. It's too late.
Okay.
It's getting too close.
Yeah, if you have a proposed date on that striping, you know, once they put that seal, like on Winchester Road,
Mhm.
it's a pretty dark,
Yeah.
unmarked road.
We're on their list and we're subject to weather and everything. They're supposed to get it done. They're supposed to do it last month and they haven't showed yet, so.
I don't know which
We've
works
called a
better,
couple times.
bribes or threats, but you could try
Yeah,
either one.
Brad's called them and said, hey, what's going on here? And they said, oh, you're still on our list. We haven't made it yet, so. But they're gonna do that and then jump in and do that short portion of city of Decatur right there, because Decatur paved the rest of that. And then ours and all at the same time, so. So we don't have to do 2 mobilizations.
Okay,
That's
very
all I
good.
have for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Brad will be back on Monday, right?
Brad will be back on Monday.
I did see a state truck come up 27 today with a plow on the front. And I thought,
No,
We're not that ready yet.
we're not ready for that.
We're just getting V plows ready and making sure, some of those are from the 60s. So they show their age. I think the newest one we have is an 88.
oh my word.
So them shoved a lot of snow.
You still gotta hook them up with a double tree on there?
But they don't have the pump in the truck anymore. You used to have 2 guys ride, one guy pumped up the
We got rid of
plow.
the horses.
Really? Oh my word.
We have to stick a plow on the front of Stan's truck.
We can do that.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. Will you take care of your territory out there?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'll put you down for that township.
That way nobody can see my
Rick,
house
you're
all the
out.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Take care.
Yeah. Morning, Rick.
Hey, guys.
Hey, morning.
Don't really have a lot to present to you. We're just getting ready for winter. Changing the filters out in the buildings again. Air
Yeah, it's
filters
got the fog seal on it.
for winter. Hopefully next week the lights will be
Hopefully here in the
replaced
next couple of weeks.
around the building that you okayed.
Yep.
We'll get our salt ready, get salt ordered, and we'll get ready for winter, just the highway is. So,
You have any trouble getting housekeeping supplies or?
well, we're fortunate that I put an order in for some, but I bought some late last year.
Okay,
So we still have some over at the city garage, so that'll get us started. Hopefully you don't have to use them.
yeah.
Any luck with our engineering firms on putting bids out for,
Well, I think mine and Mark's schedule just hasn't worked to get together yet.
Yeah, maybe this week sometime, Rick, check with Brooke and maybe Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, actually.
With the delay and everything, should we be pursuing this a little sooner than spring? In case we are out 3-4 months of getting product?
I think we ought to do it as soon as we can get our
Yeah,
bids and make a decision and get it
Yeah.
going.
yeah,
I don't think we
can,
want to wait.
the other thing is if we can get estimates on that generator and that wiring for that generator.
Well, that's something that
Yeah. Well, you could probably get the project done in March. As long as it's done in March, you ought to be ready
You know,
for.
if we can get the
We can get,
supplies that we need.
and the contractors.
Right.
Yeah, that's, the sooner the better. I know, we don't need it now, but some of the stuff may be 20 weeks out. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
It could very well be.
And another positive thing with that, I forwarded something to Mark. In the House and the Senate, there is a law they're looking at that's going to relax the rules on the ARPA money.
Yeah.
So if that gets voted in, that'll help.
I think we.
Get what they say, government services and
Yes, yeah.
infrastructure.
Well, it covered both of them,
So
actually.
it leaves it more
It
open
says for the
to,
provision of government services,
Yes.
one of them, then it goes into the infrastructure, so
Yeah.
up to $10
think I may
million,
have said
up
that
to
to all
$10
of you.
million.
I think I sent that to all of you, didn't I?
Yeah, I read it.
did.
Okay.
This may be,
We'll just have to monitor that and see if it passes.
Be a
yeah,
good thing.
yeah, that would be a good
Yeah,
thing.
we called that one a while back, though.
We expected that would happen, but we need to see if it
It actually
passes.
gets passed.
Yeah,
If they tie it in with that current bill, it may never go. 'Cause that's,
well, that's true. Okay, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
Rick.
it. Yeah, thanks a lot, Rick. See, Mark went a little bit early, so
Shannon's here.
we want to, we can go ahead. Shannon, if you want to go ahead and
If not, then we have Mark.
come in, that'd be great.
What's the phone number for upstairs?
1211 is mine, they'll answer.
No rush, but the clock's ticking.
We got you in here just a little bit before 10:30 anyway.
I'll give you 2 minutes. I don't really have a lot today, just kind of some updates of what's going on. We are working through processing our first pay period in AOD this week. We're trying to work out kinks, which we were expecting. Overall, I personally think it's going quite well compared to some of the other implementations I've gone through. The employees are interacting with the system well. It's just some of the rules on our side that we have to get straightened out before the process actually makes sense for some of the department heads. So that's going good, and then we have the health fair on Thursday, so that's coming this week. So it's gonna be from 7 a.m. to noon, so I'll be in here that morning if you guys are here or wanna come or whatever. the
And
case
what
may
will
be.
all that include?
So we're gonna do open enrollment, blood draw, and flu shots during the health fair. So technically, people can come and pick up paperwork to make
Okay,
changes to
that's what I
their
need, thanks.
benefits. If they want to, they can sign up for the new life insurance, they can get their blood drawn and tested, and then they can get a flu shot as well.
And then the blood draw will include just a basic chem profile?
Chem 30.
It's a Chem 30,
Chem 30.
which I honestly don't know what that means.
They
So,
want
I'm
30
assuming
different things.
cholesterol, glucose, sodium, potassium, things like that.
All the normal
I'm assuming, yeah, so.
Is there a charge to employees?
There's not a charge to employees if they're a full-time employee with our insurance.
Gotcha.
But if they are not on our insurance and they're not full-time, they're not eligible to get it free of charge.
But they still could get it if they wanted to.
I don't know if we can pay for it, if they can pay for it out of pocket, I have to find out. So, I can though.
Are you trying to get one free, are you?
That's what I was thinking. Stan, what are you working for?
Pay the $45.
Did we,
I
are
don't
we in
think
the
I've had a
process of
checkup
getting
for
a
a long
telephone then for the VSO officer?
Yes, I emailed Mike last week and told him that it was approved by commissioners, and he emailed Eric and said, please order this, and Eric ordered it yesterday, I believe.
Okay,
So it was
good.
late last week that I did that.
Is he
Very
moved
good.
in?
Yes, he started on Monday last week. His schedule for the time being is gonna be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't know the hours specifically. But Cam, the district VSO, has instructed him to just have all of the clients that we would normally serve go to either Wells or J County, because he's not capable of helping them right now. It's gonna take him a month or so to get trained and to where he can actually process claims in the system and so on and so forth.
Is that something we want to put in the paper, that we're continuing the service, but it's temporarily interrupted until the training is completed for our new VSO?
Got to be trained.
He's got
He's in
3 weeks,
training right now.
3 weeks of training.
I didn't know the training
Yeah.
was
Kim told me the other day to not plan on having anybody coming in to get help until the end of November.
Yeah. But just so the veterans know that we are continuing that service, it's just
Is
interrupted.
Wells County chipping in, or what's the deal? How you doing?
Well,
Operating.
they can report to Wells County and who else?
Jay County.
And Jay County.
Report to Wells and Jay.
Yeah, they need help.
That way they'll know that it's not discontinued, just interrupted.
His office is in this building, he's got an office in this
Yes,
building right here.
yes.
What hours would those be, Shannon?
I don't know for sure. I asked him to put up a sign on the door with A, the hours, B, the cell phone number when he gets it, and also C, please go to Wells or Jay counties if you need help. And I know Cam was here all day yesterday, so I didn't have a chance to see if he did that or not, but I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Will we publish a number for that office?
Yes, it does have a direct line already, so there
Okay.
is like an official.
It's on the
phone
website.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll
Okay.
just have to get the cell phone posted as well once he gets the phone.
Okay.
They have the phone book, 2 telephone book under the county offices, the VSO office. I've got an old phone, I'm kind of old fashioned. I use the phone
It's
book.
probably under the county
Have all the list of offices.
phone number, I would assume, and you,
In there.
to reach this office, push 1 or whatever it is, I'm assuming, but it does have a direct line, and that is listed on the website under departments, I think, or somewhere where it says Veteran Service Officer. All the numbers in the county should be on the
Listed,
website.
yeah. And what's the guy's name again, Dan, somebody?
Trey.
Trey,
Trey, okay.
T-R-E-Y.
Yeah, I got
T-R-E-Y,
that.
Likes, L-I-K-E-S.
Okay, I just forgot from last week, I just heard it one time, I didn't remember it, yeah. Trey Lights, okay.
Okay,
Anything else?
no,
That's all
thank you
for me.
very much, Shannon.
Thanks.
Mark Wynn, we got you in on time, buddy.
All right.
We got 3 subdivisions.
We got 3 of them. Chance to stand up and stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your monthly report, huh?
Yeah.
Got postponed by
Hey, change the format a little bit.
Hey, Eric, do you want a number for that office?
You got that, yeah, what is that?
724-5371.
5371, 72453, very good. You know.
And that email, I assume is the same, it's just VSO
Okay, VSO,
@co.adams.in.us.
SCO, dot, yeah,
co.adams.in.us.
dot Adam, dot, IN, dot US. Okay, good, that's the email already. Thanks.
Pretty standard report. You can see that even though prices have been very high this year on building products, building has not slowed down much at all. We're only 18 permits behind from a year ago. And it's been a very busy time, the last month especially, with the weather starting to change a little. People are trying to hurry up, get things started and get things in the ground.
Wonder how they're finding crews to do all this work. It's hard to get crews.
It's very hard to get people. I hear that a lot.
You had 3 swimming pool permits in September for next year.
Probably can't get supplies in till
Right
next
now.
year.
I got a pool inspection here after.
Did you really?
1 o'clock.
Wow.
I don't think they'll swim in it this year, but they're getting installed anyway.
Unless they're got a building or gonna put a pool.
Always amazed by that because the cost of those are pretty,
It's amazing how much they cost. Gee, my Christmas.
they're pretty steep.
That and the upkeep of them.
Yeah.
Electricity it takes to heat them, or gas.
Well, and if they have to borrow money, their loans are underwater right away.
Okay. That's not your wise.
See what you did
That's your
there,
wisdom
Steve.
for today, is it?
That's
But
my
no
wisdom.
budgets.
No pun intended.
Well, you're doing good, doing good. Let's
Sorry.
keep busy, Mark.
Trying. Questions on?
I don't have any questions on it, gentlemen. You want to go ahead and make a motion to enter it into the minutes?
Second.
Motion's made and seconded. We go ahead and enter the report for Adams County Building and Planning for
We'll try and get
September.
October's report to you.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick.
That one's about a week behind.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that in. That's good to see that and good to.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
the rezoning certification, we just got that, so we'll put that on the agenda for next Tuesday. It needs to be on the agenda for the commissioners to,
Is that for that trailer?
yeah, for the mobile home park. So the plan commission held a hearing to rezone that from ag to R3, I think it is, for mobile home park. And so they've made that recommendation, so we need to put that on the agenda. The commissioners have to act within 90 days of receiving that certification. So obviously you've got plenty of time, but I don't think there's any reason for delay. And so we'll put that on the agenda for next week.
That will allow them to continue housing in that
Yes.
area.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was a pretty spirited discussion about all that last week, but, or 2 weeks ago, whatever, but, I think it's the right thing to do. I think the new company gets a chance to prove who they are, and who they say they are, so. We're still not done with it. We still have a development plan that they have to get approved. The plan commission asked for, and there will be
Yeah,
a
you just email it
chance
to
to
me.
put some conditions on it so that they can hold up their end. And most of the things we gave the Jason Freed is his name, that's the head of it. He's like, those are conditions we want to do anyway. So they're open to signing an agreement with us to uphold their part of it. So,
It sure looks a lot better than what it did
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
years ago.
He's got 3 brand new units out there that are sitting there. He asked me over a month ago about, they had them purchased, but this all kind of went down. He's like, can I at least bring them and park them? And I said, yes. So he's dying to get them actually set up and, somebody in them, but they're just sitting there now. He is gonna move them. He asked me, he called me 2 days ago. He goes, he said, we just parked them in the dirt, which now it's mud and sinking. Can we at least take them to the locations they're supposed to be? We still won't set them up. We'll just get them on top of the concrete. I said, yeah, that's not gonna hurt anything. So he's just dying to get this process done so he can get them set up and going.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
So we've got 2 subdivisions. This one is really almost nothing to talk about, but we'll talk about it anyway. This is on 550 North. All they did was, and don't ask me why, because I don't know the why. They moved that line that's dotted to that blue line.
That's it?
That's it. So this was 1 acre even, and this was 1.064. Now this will be 1 acre, and this will be 1.0, actually it's gonna be 0.62, so this will be 1.0002.
Interesting.
Don't know why, they couldn't go less than 1 acre on this,
Right.
and it did pull it from 2.6 feet from the building to 13.6. So we didn't get to 20, but we couldn't, because we couldn't take this less than 1. So, I don't know why, it's a replat, it was a subdivision already, so that's all they did. It's still, the sizes are still okay, that's what we got.
Okay, gentlemen.
What road's that on there?
550 North.
550, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say a small.
Any questions?
I'm not gonna get
Nope.
dimensions.
Okay, need a motion, second.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. We go ahead and approve this one.
JL, also approved, rezoning. Is that what?
I'm gonna send you an email here as what to put on the agenda.
Be right back. Didn't realize, subdivision.
All right, now this one makes a little more sense. So this is a Trent Schaefer property, and he is on 1,000 South. Close to, he isn't really right on a road. He's like going about 300 east.
You're
Three carry over 350.
350 is there.
Yep, so it is about 300 east, because 300 would actually run into it. So he is taking one 38-acre parcel and turn it into 3. So it's a minor subdivision. So those would be one lot, which is 3.5, 2 lots, 25, lot 3, 9.9. Everything's got road frontage and supposed to have minimum 120 feet.
He's only got an acre.
This
and a half
guy-
there.
There's an existing lot that's not part of his property.
Right.
Greg
Like
mentioned.
0.1.
Oh,
He's gonna sell that, isn't he? I know right who he's selling that to.
okay. That I don't know.
Well, I don't know the people, but what he's doing, I know what he's, I can make a motion.
Yeah. I'll second it.
Okay.
Motion carries.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You need to stand, forget about him, no. Here he comes. You heard me.
It's the same as if he's on vacation.
That's right.
And you leave for 2 minutes. They give you.
We approved
When
everything.
nature calls, the calls collect, I always say.
Just moving right along, Stan.
All right. Want property turned into 3 lots.
Okay.
3.5, 9.9,
I guess.
25.
This guy's only got 1.5, so. Yeah. Pretty good.
All right, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mark, I guess that brings us to your time.
Hey, Mark, that, in that rezoning petition, so it shows, is Jones Estates River Bend, Indiana LLC, they're the owners?
Yes.
And they were the petitioner?
Yes.
Okay. And is that, what's that commonly known as? Is that Oakwood?
It's River Bend now.
It's River Bend,
River Bend is the name that they've changed.
Oak Ridge Estates to River Bend Estates? Okay. We'll get that in the advertisement for next week.
River Bend will confuse people, but that's what it's called.
That's what it's called, okay.
Officially, I don't think they have a sign yet, but.
Okay.
Clerk's office and prosecutor's office. Okay.
That is their rebranding.
All right, so I'll finish this here after the meeting and send that to you, Tony, so you know how to put that on the agenda notice.
And that's something you present, or do I come back for that? I have no problem, I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
We'll put it on the agenda, and I think they can approve it next Tuesday. I don't think you have to be here.
Okay.
So, but I'll check with Pat and see. This is a rezoning and update of zone maps, right? So you'll change the zone map? Yep, okay. I looked that up in the statute, so I think that we've got that, what we need to do.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, so we had advertised for today, taking bids for the county-owned property out by Adams County Jail for cash rent farming. And bids were to be turned in, written bids were to be turned in today by 10 o'clock. And as of right now, which is past 10 o'clock, we have one bid for the county farm, cash rent. So we'll open that up and see what it is.
Easy.
And I don't have my
You don't have a knife?
patented
Hey, here's a.
bid
there you
opening
go.
knife. Took it out of my pocket the other day and left it in my wife's vehicle, so I have to remember to get that. Bid is from Doug and Emma Fosnaw, located at 3423 East, 150 North in Decatur. And their bid is $150 per acre. $150 per acre. So we don't
How many
have
acres is there out there?
approximately 82.03 tillable acres.
82.
So we don't have any other
Is
bids.
there any qualifiers that we have to have? I mean, you farmed it for the last 3 years, right?
He's farming there since then.
You're the one open from.
Well, let me look real quick here.
If he's on what it is. He's on that.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And we're doing this as a 3-year?
Well, it's renewable for 3 years.
Okay. It's a 1-year contract, renewable up to 3 years.
Can be renewed at the discretion of the commissioners for up to 2 additional terms.
Okay.
We open that up then. I'm not sure.
Newer.
We don't, I don't think we have anybody else in here, so that's right, Mark.
No, we don't have any others.
We go ahead and do.
Just checking here. Yeah, most likely. So let me check this out.
Any questions, guys, on that?
I don't have any questions. Anything you want to speak to it or at all? Okay.
Steve, you got any questions?
No, I don't have no
We
questions.
go ahead and approve that then, Mark.
Says the lease will be offered to the highest bidder. The Adams County Commissioners reserve the right to reject all bids. So the only thing you can do is you've got 2 options: approve it and award the contract, or reject it and advertise again. I don't think there's any, either way, you can do whichever one you want, but it was advertised and published and
We only got one, so,
you got 1 bid.
okay.
I make a motion that we accept the bid as presented.
Second.
Motion's been made, to second to go ahead and approve.
All right, we'll get a
Doug's
contract to
bid
you,
on
Doug.
that.
All right,
Motion carries.
thank you. Here's the bid.
Will you send me a contract, Martin?
I'll prepare one and email it to you.
And you don't need to sign anything today?
No, not today. I'll get it to you.
And I still pay the taxes on it, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, thanks a lot, Doug, appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Doug.
Are you still thinking about putting that solar thing up there?
Possibly, hasn't been determined yet, but that's why we put in the specifications what we did. You know, if they do that, they may use some of that acreage for, if they decided to do a solar project, then some of that acreage may be used for that.
Okay.
But not,
Nobody knows, I either need to plant or no planting, wherever.
right, well, we put a provision in the specs that if it's planted and then it needs to be used, then you would be compensated for any inputs that you had. So,
Okay,
that's all we got.
All right, thank you very much.
very good, thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, Mark, anything else you got?
I think that's it, other than we need to put on the agenda what we need to put on there for next week concerning the rezoning recommendation from the Plan Commission, so I'll send that email to Tony here, and I think that's it.
Update on the contract for the animal shelter?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that here after the meeting.
Okay. That sounds good. I got one thing here, have an invoice to Wired Communications for dollar amount is $4,162. And it is for the wiring of the time clocks. We've got, the wiring was for the service center, circuit court, sheriff's office, and Golden Meadows. And if we split that down, Tony, I don't know, we maybe need to talk to Bree on this. It'd be Coom Court for $2,081, jail equipment line for $1,040.50. And Golden Meadows has the equipment line too of $1,040.50. So,
I'll just take that with me and we'll have her with that.
yeah, if we want to split it down like that, gentlemen, I don't know what your feeling is on that, but
If they have enough in their,
according to the last report we got, yeah,
okay.
yeah. What's your thoughts on it?
Split it up like that. Yeah, to me, that would be the most appropriate.
Okay, I'll need a motion second to go ahead and approve the claim, and we'll talk with Bree as far as the actual line items, but we do have money in those different line items to be able to pay it.
Okay.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to go ahead and approve the claim for Wired Communications for $4,162. So I just put a question mark on that.
Okay.
And that's all I have, gentlemen.
And Rex, where's that company from? Where's it from, Fort Wayne or someplace?
This company is from Fort Wayne, Wired Communications, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. So anything else we need? We don't have many people left in the public, so there's probably no, Dan, unless you want to make a comment. Okay, need a motion to adjourn then.
So,
Okay, we are adjourned.